Truckers of Reddit. Do you really enjoy when people pump their arms up and down for your horn? Or is it annoying? Buddy and I were driving from Ontario to BC one summer. We were driving through Sask and we were pacing a train for quite a while. There was no crossroads coming up for a bit. So I leaned out the window and started pumping my arm. He saw and pulled the horn for what seems like a minute or so. It was awesome. That was the most exciting part of the Sask drive, lol. I drove a box truck out to the boonies to move a bunch of junk for a friend a while back and a kid hit me with the signal. Possibly the best part of the trip. My best friend is a truck driver. She doesn't find it cute when I pull up beside her on the interstate or in the drop yard and do that motion. But I'm 43. Kid gives you the signal, you got to blow the horn, it's trucker law. I never heard of this as a child, but my own kids taught it to me. When we traveled, they got a huge kick out of doing the motion, and getting a response. So, thanks. Funny enough, I saw this today on my way to work. Kid on the bike saw a truck, lit up, and pumped his arm. He lost it when the truck blew the shit out of the horn. I liked that kid. When I was little, I remember my dad telling me this was a thing. Then we did it to the garbage truck driver at my elementary school and we all laughed and cheered, and I remember all the men in the truck having big smiles and waving at us. Def wholesome as hell. Been driving trucks in one form or another most of my adult life, been a Seedle driver over 25 years now. Yeah, I get a kick out of it, it's fun. Sometimes, I just toot my car horn instead of the air horn, yeah, we HV both, just to confuse them. I see more adults doing it now than I do children. Maybe that is something that is being lost. Darn millennials trying to relive the good old days, haha. Not a trucker, but my most fond middle school memories would be when we would rally the whole bus to give the truck drivers the arm pump, and to have them blow their horn was really exciting for a bus full of middle school kids. Good times. I remember when my class would walk somewhere out of school, we would do the gesture and we would cheer whenever someone would honk or blow the horn. I haven't done it to trucks, but I've done the horn signal to larger ships/lakers, and they love it too. So I'm guessing yes, they enjoy it. I'm a truck driver and yes, I love it when people are giving me the R pump. Kids are the best though, oh, and teenagers too. Heart, van, vertical traffic light, red octagon. When I was driving the big trucks and it would happen, I was pretty indifferent about it. I'd play along, but it would not have much impact on me. I guess it was kinda nice brightening someone else's day. Not a trucker, but I work with them. The ones I have talked to about the subject love doing it. Not a trucker, but I'm a dad of 3-year-olds who just learned how to do this. So far the trucks that have been in the neighborhood, utility workers and delivery drivers, have loved it. Small children making the honk the horn arm pump are the only people we don't hate. So a 42-year-old woman that is giddy in her seat to have you blow that horn isn't exactly gonna make your day? Damn. I'm a truck driver and that would make my day. Best thing there is to break the monotony. I was rolling through a small town main street one afternoon and a mommy was walking, one about 5 and his sister about 3. Mommy was looking in a shop window and both kids were behind her pumping their fists in the air. Mommy almost crapped herself when the train horns went off. The kids were jumping up and down excited and pumping their fists for some more, but mom shut that shit down. I got the mom stare and a shake of the head. I smiled and rolled on out of there. Mommy needs to chillax. When I do it, the truck driver usually gets a big grin, so I would assume they enjoy it. My stepdad says that it's against regulations, but it'd break his barbaric retarded Neanderthal heart to let a little kid down. Obligatory, not a trucker, but thought this was relevant. I read, can't remember where, truckers complaining that little kids never do that motion anymore nowadays and how they miss the good old days, and how wholesome it was. You read that here on AskReddit a couple days ago. I can't remember which thread though, lol. I live right next to the highway, and me and my friends, before COVID, would always go down to this one spot higher up on the hill, close the houses, and we'd just do this all day. I don't know why we did it, but we always got a lot of honks. My grandpa was a long-time trucker, and this takes me back to all the ride-alongs where he would honk the horn for chuggers. I'm only 25, but when I chug and a passing truck blows his horn, I get the goofiest smile, and it makes me miss my grandpa every time. Heart. Not a trucker, but my dad was. He always loved it. Said it made him think of his kids when he was on the road. Been a driver for almost 15 years, and I have to say it never gets old seeing a little one flailing there up and down in the back seat. Puts a smile on everyone's face for sure. Not a trucker. My Uncle Paul was one long haul based out of the east end of Canada, drove all over North America, all across Canada, USA, Mexico. Children would always pump and he would toot his horn. On his truck it was a simple enjoyment for him. I'm a FedEx courier, and my truck is built on a cargo van. So it has just a random horn Chevy grabbed from their box. None of our vans have the same horn. I really think it's anything goes. Every once in a while I'll get some kids doing the horn pump, and I do what I can, but more often than not I can see the excitement die as I hit 'em with the mightiest beep beep my van can muster. Lol, I think this is very subjective, but most truckers like letting off the old air horn. My dad loved it when he was driving. You're like a better version of Santa. I think most truckers bloody love it, but there have been a few that after a second they pass in like oh wait and do the arc gesture, but it's too late. I still do it and I'm 27. Same here and 41, haha. I enjoy it, but I can't always give them what they want. Really frowned upon to blow the air horn in cities.